Hi there, I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. I am popping in the beginning of this video, basically in real time. Today is the day that this video is going to post on to YouTube, although this video is filmed, or was filmed, I guess, New Year's Eve, so December 31st. And I also think on the 1st, maybe even on the 2nd, as I was editing, I realized that a little chunk of the video I had intended to go into the last video. So in my last video, if you've watched that, you saw that it was New Year's Eve, and I was prepping some food. I was getting a few things ready. I was going to be making some soup that I never got to actually make that day. We had a little mix-up. Peter was going to be having a couple of friends sleep over. They were going to do some ice fishing and everything, and there was just definitely a mix-up in times. And that is kind of what happens when 13 and 14 and 15 maybe year olds are like on the phone with each other. Anyway, Peter tried to relay information to me and I obviously didn't understand it. Anyway, picking up the boys that day took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to, and I never got to the soup. And this first section that you're going to see in the video, I intended to be in the last video. You're going to see the part 2. Someone had asked, I hope there's going to be a part 2 to this video. They knew more than me. They could sense that the video was not over. Also in today's video, there's going to be a couple of supper meals. So you also have heard me talk about and have seen like a grocery haul where I was picking up groceries for recipes that I had my kids and Warren circle in the new magazine that I had gotten for Christmas. It was allrecipes.com, and I think it's called 30-Minute Meals. You're going to see 2 of the meals that I made from that. So I hope that you enjoy today's video. I know it might seem a little bit all over the place, and it's pretty old. It seems pretty old by now. I have a lot of video filmed right now. It's just been busy, and so be on the lookout. Hopefully this week I will start getting some of that old video footage from the beginning of January put out there for you guys so I can start filming some new things, because I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things brewing right now. I'd like to do a series on 10-minute lunches that are not just leftovers. So I have some things going in my mind. So I'd like to get through all this footage so I could get to that. All right, you guys have a great day and enjoy the video. Camera has been off for a good chunk of the day. Peter's had some friends over. There's just a lot of chatter going on, and I can't always have a camera running all the time. Here is what has happened. I got the rustic mini loaves, or crusty mini loaves. I can't remember what I have it titled as. Crusty mini loaves. So I did a double batch in my bread machine this morning. I shaped them. I put them in the oven. I love having an oven light again because they did a really nice rise. And now I have my oven set to 375 degrees. They're going to go in for, oh, actually, I have to put the egg wash on them, don't I? Cover and let rise 30 minutes. Mix 1 egg yolk and a teaspoon of water. Brush over the loaves and then sprinkle with everything seasoning. Okay, so I have to do that. But I also am working on the soup. I had wanted to do it yesterday so I could cool it and then bring it back out today, warm it up. It just didn't happen. again, too much going on. Had to pick up Peter's friends, and we had a little mix up in all of that with times and whatever. But this is Hug and Kiss soup, but I'm making it with all of the beef soup bones. So I just shredded all of this, and like when you cook those beef soup bones in the crock pot, all of the marrow comes out and melts down into, you know, into the crock here. And so this is all the marrow and all the juices and just all the good stuff from that soup. And I'm going to add all of this to my pot over here. So in here I have the carrots and the celery. Oh, you know what? I have to do some onion yet. And I have the potatoes in there. I'll be adding in the tomato juice here, as well as a little bit of beef bouillon and some salt and pepper. I completely forgot to cut the little slits into the bread, and now it's really too late to cut those slits in, otherwise the bread's going to sink. So I'm just going to brush it the way it is, and that's going to be how it is. I just melted up a stick of butter, which is a half a cup of butter, because I'm going to make some chocolate chip blondies. But I still have some of these M&Ms left from Christmas, so that's what I'm going to put on top rather than chocolate chips. We caught you sneaking by with a bar. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. We are getting ready for some friends to come over, and so here is our soup. I'm most likely not going to be filming it all tonight. Maybe I'll get a served up bowl of soup or something, but the soup. And we have the Crusty Mini Loaves, or Rustic Mini Loaves. I think it's, originally I saw this and I think it was called Crusty Mini Loaves, but I like to call them rustic. I think that sounds like a nicer name than crusty. And then we have the M&M bars, which I gave some to Sam when he was on his way. But anyway, that is how everything is kind of turning out. And I hope that you guys are having a very happy new year. And thank you so much for watching. And I always appreciate likes, comments, and subscribes. We'll see you soon. Bye. Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. If you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with us over here. We are going to be starting off this new year with some new recipes. So Warren got this magazine for me right here. All recipes, 30-minute meals. I know I mentioned this already to you all. One time we were all riding in the car, and I passed this back and I said, everybody put your name next to something, and then I'm going to make your recipe that you have chosen. We are doing Sam's recipe tonight. It could not get any easier, and we are doing air-fried crumbed chicken tenderloins. It has 4 ingredients, which are 1 egg, a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and 8 chicken tenderloins or sliced chicken breast. I am going to, there's going to be 4 of us for supper tonight, I don't know if 2 tenderloins would be enough for everybody, so I think what I'm gonna do is double this, or maybe 1.5 it. So I already have my egg here, and I'm just starting with 1. If I need more, I have another one right there. I have my melted butter right here. We're gonna do 1/2 cup of the crumbs and stir that around. I also, my oven just preheated. I'm going to do some roasted Brussels sprouts. I just realized that I actually already doubled the butter. So let's just double the crumbs right away. One neat thing about this magazine is that since it's from allrecipes.com, people have made lots of these recipes already, and they have left their own comments in like the review section. And so this one particularly says, someone wrote, "These turned out great. I added a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch to the panko, and it really made for a flavorful breading." I think that sounds good, but I'm not sure if everybody does. But there's no other seasonings to this, so I am going to salt and pepper these, but that's it. I'm not going to add any. Oh, yeah. Do I want to add a little paprika? No, just salt and pepper. One thing with the breast tenderloins is they always have this little tendon, and so I am going to try to cut that. What a worthless knife. I need to go through and sharpen a lot of my knives. Here we go. This will be a good one. I really don't like this little tendon in the tenderloin. Air fryer preheated to 350. These are going in for 12 minutes. Okay, that was 12 minutes, and I'm pretty sure these are not done. They definitely don't have much color to them. Right, they're only registering 150. They need to be at 165. And like I said, they don't have a lot of color. And so I'm going to go another 5 minutes. We've got Sam on the camera. Is the strap getting in there?
No.
No? Okay, and so here's how our supper is looking tonight. I thought these were going to get a little more golden, like the picture. We haven't tried them yet, but I did have to go for much longer. So not 12 minutes, but they were in for 17. They were in for almost 20 minutes in the air fryer, you guys, at 350 degrees. So a long time. They're done, but just not as golden as we had hoped. I am popping in again because I wanted to be sure to give you guys all a review of the chicken tenders. They definitely needed some more seasoning, so much more seasoning. They also, I did have to do a couple more because they didn't all fit on that first air fryer like basket that I showed in the video there. So I ended up having to do like a second run of 3 more, and I turned my air fryer up as high as it went. So that is 400 degrees, I think, and that actually worked a lot better. They got a little bit browner and they cooked a lot faster because the first round it said like 12 minutes turning halfway, or maybe it said 12. I can't remember anymore. It's a long time ago, but next time I do it, I will add a little bit of paprika or a little bit of turmeric to the breadcrumb mixture just to give it a little bit of color. Now maybe if I added a little bit more pepper or like another like seasoning mix or something like that, that also might give it a little bit of color, like kind of, I do have a butter garlic salt that would give it a little bit of color, because they were really light colored in our mind, and the picture just kind of showed they'd be darker. So, or you could also add Parmesan cheese if you like that. That also would most likely add a little bit of darkness. Hi there, we have a busy kitchen here again. Today's recipe is going to be quick pork and no tofu lettuce wraps. I'm just going to do the pork, no tofu. This is something that I'm hoping is going to be similar to something that Warren and I had when we had like these, I don't remember what they were called, if they were called pork lettuce wraps or something like that. Anyway, don't, just put the knife away, Joe, okay? So Maria is helping out today too. She's rinsing rice. Joe is putting away dishes because Maria said, Joe, I can't do anything in the kitchen with all these dishes here. So he's helping with that. And I am getting things ready. We needed some matchstick carrots, so I took some baby carrots and cut them like into ninths, thirds, then turned them thirds again. And my green onions had gotten, I mean, I should have wrapped them in some paper towel or some foil before I put them in the fridge, and I didn't. So I just have them kind of soaking in some water, hoping that maybe they draw up some water before I have to chop those up. And I'm going to get this pork here going on the stove. Easy, easy, easy. You could also, if you want, you could just bring this over here.
Yeah. I spill more when I'm over the sink.
There was just one little bag. That's enough, Maria.
Okay, how do I,
now that the pork is just lightly browned, I'm adding in a cup of carrots. And we need 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. 1, 2, 3. And we need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You know what? I could turn this light on. We're going to turn this down. Right, we have to cook this until everything is, till the meat is cooked through and the sauce thickens, which I would say it's already thickening.
I want to be a cowboy.
All right, off camera, I just added in, I turned the heat off and I added in 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil and 1 teaspoon of chili paste. I stirred that really well. And now how we will serve these is on this lettuce. Now these are really huge pieces of lettuce. Well, that one's ripped, but look at how big these pieces of lettuce are. I had requested with my pickup order Boston Bib, which is a much smaller leaf, but they substituted in this leaf lettuce. It's gonna work, just not exactly what I had wanted. Now, Maria, am I supposed to serve this? It just says spoon.
A small amount of rice onto each lettuce leaf, top with stir-fry mixture and drizzle with additional soy sauce or
Hoisin.
Hoisin, if desired, top with peanuts.
Okay, so I've got my peanuts chopped, so there you go. That's what we're gonna do. Maiden voyage. That seems like a lot of rice, honey. I'd do a lot less.
Doesn't look like enough.
That looks like enough for me.
Okay.
Okay, and now put a little bit of the meat on. And kind of, I think the goal is we're trying to kind of make it elongated along the lettuce leaf. So we can kind of roll the lettuce leaf up a little bit. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that looks good. Oh, and then the peanuts. We're supposed to put a few peanuts. Just a few. I don't want a lot. Yeah, a couple of these like little teeny ones I think I'd like that.
I think
right, I think we're supposed to roll it.
That maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Bib lettuce leaves would have worked better. Well, there you go.
There.
It's like a pouch. All right, well, we're going to give this a try. And then it also recommended adding a little extra of any of these sauces, if you'd like. And I think I'm going to steer clear of added sauce. I think this is going to be just right. The peanuts come through pretty strong. I think you could use a tiny bit more of this hoisin sauce. I'm going to put just a smidge. I don't really know what this is. What is hoisin sauce? Lee Kum Ki. Stir frying, dipping, and marinades, it says. I'm
There we
gonna
go.
put 2 drops.
Look at mine.
Did you put some peanuts on it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, I'm gonna try another bite.
I'm gonna add like on this for lettuce wrap holder. No. Wrap is falling apart.
That's good.
I think I need to put it down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
There you go.
yeah, that's how,
Are you gonna try a little of this? This is really good on there.
I don't know.
All right, Warren, we're ready for supper.
Green.
What did you think of the meat?
Good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you get any carrots? No. No carrots. But you put the peanuts on and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Well,
good. It had a little bit of like a spiciness to it.
a tiny bit of spiciness. I think that's the chili paste. There was only 1 teaspoon, but still, it definitely adds a lot of flavor. And now let me give you a little review of this recipe, the pork lettuce wraps. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. And don't skimp on the sauces. I would for sure double everything next time I made it. Joe loved the meat. Maria loved the meat and the lettuce all wrapped together. I'm trying to think. I think it was just those two and then Warren and me home for supper that night. And between the 4 of us, we ate all of what I did. And I think that package was 24 ounces. I mean, we ate all of it. So I would definitely do 2 of those packages next time and just way more sauce. The sauce was so good. That hoisin sauce, absolutely delicious. These are going to be a for sure make again. And with that, I am going to sign out on this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. The next video you see is going to be me preparing for a potluck. We have a brunch potluck at church. I'm going to be making a couple of recipes for that. And there will be some more recipes from the All Recipes magazine. So thanks again. We'll see you soon. Bye.